What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm recapping Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 7. It's the penultimate episode of the season. And whence, what had happened was on Peacemaker. This does have audio descriptions. It's Zoo Digital. They're doing great work this season. I'm enjoying it. I think their audio description is solid. Um, and I don't know, trying to think about like a great moment in audio description here. Uh, it's got to be Augie's death. It's a recap, so we're going to do the spoilers anyway. But Augie's death has to be. So everybody needs to get the hell out of this timeline. So that's what they're trying to do. And Judo Master saves Adebayo from the angry white mob and helps her. And everybody kind of converges and tries to go back to the house to try to get back through the portal. And Peacemaker is, the jig is up. They know, they know that it's not actually, he's not the Peacemaker, and he has to escape with Hardcore, and he breaks up with the other Hardcore, and apparently there's like a lot of Nazi memorabilia all around, and it's like, and she's like, how did you not see this? So they flee. They're able to beat some people up and leave, and so they head back to the house. At the same time, Adrian is with his doppelganger, and the doppelganger actually agrees to help. So Adrian heads back, and Eagly is still with an economist who's being trapped by Augie, and Eagly is not really helping anyway. So that's fine. And economist is tied up, and Eagly won't help free him. So Augie figures out everything, and by the time the other son comes home and is like, Dad, this is what's going on. He's like, I know, we can't let anybody know that we have this portal. And he mentions the fact that he had seen the other version of himself at one point in the library, and and he could tell that version of himself was just totally messed up, and that they came from like a darker timeline or something like that. So he actually seems on board with not killing anybody and getting everybody out of there, which makes his death so weirdly tragic, because he's tried to explain to Peacemaker, and get them all out safely without killing anybody once they all converge upon this house. But then I think it was Judo Master just like sneaks up behind. It was either Judo Master or Adrian sneaks up behind him and just stabs him like repeatedly in the throat. And in the middle of a speech, like Samuel Jackson in Deep Blue Sea, he just dies mid speech, and he's like, "I'm not a Nazi. Don't put that on me," like that kind of thing. He's like, I do the best I can. I fight the monster that's in front of me." And so Peacemaker's a little surprised to find out that his dad here is actually a good guy and not and then they kill him. So, but they do all get back through the portal, and they leave Keith behind, and I guess he's gonna have to deal with the police in his dimension. But on the other end, Rick Flag Sr. has figured out where the portal is and has headed to that area. So when Peacemaker and company exit, they come out, and Peacemaker basically just takes the bullet for the whole team and says, we were in there and they came in to convince me to give this to you. So here it is. And he gives up the portal to Rick Flag Sr. and allows himself to be arrested. But none of the rest of his crew got arrested. Judo Master did rejoin rejoin Argus. However, Economist did not, and neither did the 19th Street Kids, or whatever they're called. They all sort of stayed together, and they're trying to figure out, I guess, how to say Peacemaker for the finale. So that was a pretty easy recap because it was basically they just need to get the hell up out of there, get out of Dodge. It was fun. It was a fun episode, and it sets up the finale pretty well. So Peacemaker's in custody. Rick Flag finally has him, and he has the portal. What's he going to do with it? We had the Lex Luthor cameo from the last episode. What does that mean for the series? And really not any major character deaths except for the alternate version of Augie, but I don't know that he was going to stay around. So that's two versions of Augie that have been killed off. Are there others? Probably. We'll see if James Gunn is interested in keeping Robert Patrick around in any form. So, I like Peacemaker. I think this has been a pretty solid season. It's I don't know, probably going to get above a 9 for me. So that's it. I'll be back next week with a finale recap and thoughts on that. Let me know what you think about this episode and this season so far, and I will see you guys on the other side.